rises in the east and sets in the west. It's easy to feel lost these days. That's why I remember the idiom, the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. It's a little phrase that helps me navigate the world, especially on a planet as big as ours. We share this planet with beautiful wildlife and 8 billion people as of December 2022. Even our own Pinell County is the 3rd most populous county in the state of Arizona, and it's growing. Which brings us here. You've just taken your first step on a huge journey through higher education. Whether it's through major maps or guided pathways, you can't traverse these lands without a guide or two. Your advisors help you navigate the academic waters, but for the campuses themselves, you'll need a campus atlas. Central Arizona College is the community college for Pinell County. Established in 1969 with 5 campus locations across the region, the institution plays a vital role in bringing opportunity and nurturing the growth of the next generation. Hi, my name is Em, and we're here at the southern end of Signal Peak campus, next to one of our most iconic pieces of architecture, the I Building. You'll see this building as you pull up to campus from North Overfield Road. It houses our wonderful cafeteria, bookstore, student lounge, campus police, and even has a little Starbucks inside. It's also the home for the occasional student event and governing board meetings. The beautiful lawn right out front has been known to host a graduation ceremony or two. From here, we have the O'Neill Building, or H Building to the east, which houses most administrative services, and the library to the west. By the way, I don't believe I mentioned this earlier, but all of the buildings on every campus are labeled with a letter, and all of the rooms use alphanumerical codes. So if a room is located in O100, then you know it's in the O building, and the 1 in 100 means it's on the first floor. Anyway, back to the tour. Here at the library, located right in front of Signal Peak Mountain, we have a ton of services for students. From your typical book, DVD, and audiobook rentals, to the free food pantry open to anyone in need, to the online databases, study rooms, computers, and in-person research assistants. Now, fun fact, this specific library was the first library built at Central Arizona College, and here's what it used to look like. It was the largest library in Pinell County at the time. Also, the library services at the college are connected to the public library system. So not only do you have all these drop boxes on campus, but you can also return books to other public libraries and vice versa. Just across the way to the east, we have the M Building, or our Student Services Center. This is the place to go if you need to talk to registration, advising, financial aid, student accessibility services, veteran services, and student employment. Just don't forget to schedule an appointment. If we continue north, we eventually find ourselves at a corridor of facilities. Over here we have the Sizer, or N Building, which houses our Career and Transfer Center. They even have this neat little sign out front. And some really neat landmarks. Earlier in the video, I mentioned that it's easy to feel lost, but it's also easy to feel lonely these days. It's disheartening. It feels like the pandemic took a lot away from us, but it doesn't have to be permanent. Right across the street from the Career and Transfer sign, we have, oh, wait, is this a street? It's kind of a sidewalk, but it functions as a street. Whatever. Right across the way, we have the O Building. In here, we have a whole host of academic, educational, and student resources. On the first floor, we have our computer lounge, and a few clubs meet around here too. On the second floor, we have the Learning Center, which offers tutoring and testing services, along with free laptops and graphing calculators you can check out. But the real gem of our interactive learning center is the esports room. It's a great place to come hang out after class or with friends from the dorms and play some video games. After you've had your fun with the esports room, we can check out the Pent Center. We're actually in the Pent Center right now. We're in the green room, which used to be a small TV studio back in the day. The Pent Center for Visual and Performing Arts, or more simply, the P Building. Be Mature has an auditorium that can seat up to 600 people, and several events are held here every semester. from plays to student concerts and so much more. We even had the mayor of Casa Grande do a little dance on the main stage once. He was dancing to a Sinatra song. As a side note, finding classes can be a bit difficult in the Pence. You may have to try a few different entrances to get to your specific class. I would try the east entrance first, closest to the parking lot. Unless you need a photography lab or a recording room, then I would use the west entrances. Further north on campus, we have the Gloria R. Sheldon University Center, or the T Building, which primarily houses classrooms. Then we have the C. Leroy Hoyt Hall, or S Building. This facility primarily houses our new state-of-the-art science and engineering classes, but also has a makerspace lab at the east end of the building, where you can do anything from 3D printing to laser engraving and more. Really cool stuff. At the northernmost part of campus, we have various skilled trade programs in the V Building. We also have the Wakefield W Building, which primarily houses our nursing program and health classes. We also have the R Building, or the Drive 48 Training Center. We currently have a partnership with Lucid there. To the far east side of campus, we have our athletics facilities. Our athletic programs at CAC are awesome. All the programs either have award winners or are national award-winning teams. Some of our former students even went on to become professional baseball players. That is so cool, and we really don't talk about that enough. On the northeast side of campus, we have the baseball field, and then just a little south, we have our track field. And right next to the George Young Activity Center and gym, across the street from the I Building, we have our softball field. Our gym is home to our basketball courts, but it also has free weights, a spin room, mat room, and exercise courses open to all registered students. It's definitely worth checking out. Beyond the athletics facility, we have the F Building on the easternmost side of campus. This houses our childcare center and classrooms. Okay, wait, I have a confession to make. Earlier in the video, I said the furthest north part of campus were the V and the W buildings. That's a lie. The northernmost part of campus actually houses our rodeo program, but it's way over here. They also do some pretty cool stuff here and there. Okay, you may be thinking, all right, great, I know where generally most things are at Signal Peak, but I heard y'all had dorms on campus. Where are they? Which I'm glad you asked, hypothetical student who lives in my head. On the southernmost end of campus, close to the Overfield Road entrance, we have our Residence Life Student Housing, a series of buildings divided into suites, quads, and towers. Each area has a variety of student amenities, such as resident assistants in every area, as well as laundry rooms, TV rooms, study rooms, and more. Enjoy comfortable housing with no-cost utilities, regular social events throughout the year, 24-hour Red Life staffed, and new friends waiting to meet you. There's more than meets the eye at the Signal Peak campus, and the area outside it is just as interesting. From historic ruins just a short drive away to the city of Casa Grande itself and all its landmarks and activities. And I look forward to seeing all of it with you. Enjoy your time at Central Arizona College. Campus Atlas over and out.